Hey, what's up guys, the Strong Boys 19 here, and it's time for me to do another 2013 album review, and for this one I'm going to be reviewing the new album from the band Havok entitled Unnatural Selection. So, yeah, I was introduced from this band from the Needle Drop that did the review of Havok's critically acclaimed Time Is Up, which came out in 2011, and he reviewed this album, and so did Thomas Rockaholic 11, because he reviewed this album, and he told me that the whole album is on YouTube throughout a Google Hangout, and I checked it out from there, and it is very, very well done. If you're not too familiar with Havok, they are another one of those modern thrash metal bands from Colorado, USA, and this is Havok's third studio album, and it's the follow-up to Time Is Up, and the record label for all of Havok's albums is Candlelight Records. So, like Evil, this band had pretty much been very, very influenced by the Big Four, pretty much. And we all know who the Big Four are for thrash metal: Metallica, Slayer, Megadeth, and Anthrax. And this album is really darn impressive. And I actually really didn't realize that Havok released this album back in June, so yeah, I checked it out after Thomas Rockaholic's review on this album and the Needle Drop's review on this album, and this has to be, in my opinion, better than Hatriot's debut Heroes of Origin, and that's just my opinion, guys. So yeah, now Havok is pretty much an interesting band to me because they can really be precise and aggressive, yet they can combine their own creativity with different type of changes, pretty much. And this album is very much quite similar to Evil's Five Serpents' Teeth and Skull, and those two albums really mean a lot to me. And Unnatural Selection is pretty much quite similar, and like Time Is Up, it's another one of those best modern thrash albums. But like I said, Creator's Phantom Antichrist is my all-time favorite modern thrash metal album, which came out last year. So yeah, if you haven't checked out Havok, I suggest that you should definitely check them out. They are just very unique and interesting for what they're doing. Also, this is their first album to have Mike Leon on bass guitar since their other bassists left, and my god, there are a lot of other former members from this band. The artwork is very, very creative, and it's really well detailed. It's just a picture of I think in a scientific background with this crazy man as a scientist, with this big picture of our planet Earth, and with the very cool colors of the Havok logo, and the cover art is just very, very well done. And throughout this whole entire album, it's just completely packed of not only aggressive, but very catchy and very well done creativity all around. And yeah, so if you haven't heard of Havok, you should just check them out and see it for yourself. And also, the production on this album is really fantastic. The drums sounded phenomenal, and they've been triggered, by the way, and I just love the sound of the entire drum kit being triggered, from the snare to the bass drum and the beautiful sound of the cymbals. The electric guitar sound on this album is like Time Is Up, very quite aggressive and raw sounding, and Candlelight Records had been, to me, a really impressive record label. And Havok can take the same old classic style of thrash metal with just the repetitive style of drumming and guitar playing, and then they can just combine it with a different style of instrumentation playing with a different tempo change and combine it into one whole thing. David's vocals on this album are very much similar to like Tom Araya from Slayer, really quite high, and it's quite like chanty or shouty type of vocals. They're just strong, and they're just very good, and he's also one of the guitar players, and the lead guitarist is Reese, and my god, his guitar playing is one of the best things I've heard from this album. And he's one of these lead guitarists that can just play any riff that's full of complexity with some quite complex styles of guitar solos just over the whole atmosphere of the aggressive of their thrash metal sound. I've got to open my windows. It's really quite warm in here. God damn it. There we go. So yeah, Mike's guitar playing. Mike's bass guitar playing is very, very good as well, and he's just another one of these bassists that can really think of any heavy style of playing, whether he uses his fingers or he could just use a plectrum, and he could just really nail it. And his style of playing on the bass guitar is pretty much like the same of the electric guitarist, but with much more of a lower type of tone. And the drumming from Pete is absolutely outstanding. It's just a combination of just very, very good styles of fast double bass pedaling and just great drumming here and there. It's just all over the place, and it's just one of these things that you have to just keep up on the same type of speed and style pretty much. So yeah, and I know this review is pretty much quite brief, but yeah, I just want to just get to the other 2013 reviews like I said earlier from the previous reviews. So yeah, overall this whole album is very, very good, creative, heavy, aggressive, and it's just a damn fantastic album. So in my opinion, this beats Hatriot's debut Heroes of Origin, and I'd say the thrash album of the year for me is Evil's Skull, and then this album. So yeah, that's pretty much it, and that's really all I've got to say about Havok's album Unnatural Selection. And they're just one of these bands that can be not only aggressive but very catchy, with a lot of these fantastic songs on this album. Just a very good style of guitar playing, intense drumming, and just a really well made written songs from song structures here and there. And just check it out for yourself. I highly recommend it. And as always, I will just keep loving thrash metal. I know thrash metal is pretty much like the same thing, but not all the time when it comes to these modern thrash metal bands. They can just come up with any type of creativity, combine it with a different type of speed and aggressive style of instrumentation, and they can just combine that, with another different type of change in their musical style, and just different speed and tempo change. So yeah, I'm going to give Havok's new album Unnatural Selection a 9.5 out of 10, and just got instantly blown away by it, and it is just a strong release from Havok, and I always find Havok very enjoyable. They've been one of my favourite modern thrash metal bands. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and as always, keep it metal.